Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm in the 1.9 update once again, and I want to try to see if the new logic blocks could allow me to do something I've wanted to do for a very long time, but didn't know enough about standard logic to be able to work my way towards it, because it was possible technically, but it would require a complicated use of the logic blocks. However, some of the new logic blocks essentially combine functions that would require multiple logic blocks into a single thing. Mainly the accumulator is, I hope this works out, because I have an idea of how to make this work in my head, and if it doesn't work out, then this whole video idea is gonna be a lost concept. But I think this can work. So the idea is to have a speed style explosion system, which basically means there's a movie called Speed, and the main plot point is that there are people on a bus, and if the bus goes under a certain speed, it explodes. And I want to try to recreate that concept, and the challenge that I always had with that concept is, here, I'll actually show you. Let's build a bus. Oh, by the way, another part of the update I didn't notice in my last video, but that exists, is when you have things like steering hinges. Okay, interesting, it doesn't actually show it here, but on the steering hinges, they should apply this to all things that have arrows. You can see it actually shows you which side, which control is mapped into, which is really convenient. What about things like flap wings? Okay, all right, I think we can include it on these parts too. Any part that has arrows for direction, this would be really nice. So what's cool with these wheels, I might be able to use the new wheel wells. Large fender. Is this too large? That one. Actually, maybe that one. I don't know. I don't know which one is best for this. I think this one's gonna be more compact. Gotta be honest, building this bus taking a lot more time than I was planning on doing it, just so I can demonstrate something. But it'll be worth it. We'll have the bus. Everything will be cool. Now, fun thing, I can actually use the passenger seat function now to take away the steering wheel from this thing. And, oh, look at that. I actually have room for a little aisle. I wasn't sure if I made enough room or not. We got a bus ready for passengers. Ignore the exposed wheels. All right, you know what? Fine, I'll put things in here. Every bus has, you know, the wheel seats. All right, I think that's good enough. Oh, I don't have any engines on this thing. There's supposed to be engines back here. Okay, this thing drive. Look at that. The wheels fit in the wheel wells pretty nicely. I maybe could have used the bigger ones. It looks a little bit weird with these ones. But, oh, that's not good. Probably put some weights on the floor. I may have put too much weight in the floor. But, hey, look, I'm steering without tipping over. By the looks of it, this thing needs more suspension. I've maxed it out, but it's not enough. All right, I lowered the wheels thinking it would help. It did not help. It just made it look even more stupid. I think I can still add some suspension, because I was thinking if I need to triple up the suspension or double up the suspension, I'm gonna have to like add some space so I can have a bar here that's connected to all the suspension. But I think I can connect the bar at the bottom so all the suspension is connected. And this should go up with the wheel, so it shouldn't bottom out. Let's see if that works. Oh yeah, that totally works. Okay, all right, there we go. Suspension problem solved. And I can mostly turn without tipping over. If I just turn too sharp, I will. But I think we're doing pretty good now. It feels like a natural bus now. All right, now we got a decal on it too. Okay, so now I built this thing so I could highlight the problem that I was talking about with why I wasn't able to figure out the speed thing before. So to make this spectacular, actually maybe not so spectacular. I was gonna say let's line the whole bus with explosives, but I think right in the center having some explosives, then maybe we just get cut in half. That might be more fun. So we're gonna take these explosives. We're gonna remove the input so I can't trigger them manually. So the obvious thing is if this bus goes below 50 miles per hour, we want it to explode. So the simplest way to think about that is let's get a speed sensor. If I go 50 miles per hour, it is gonna trigger an output when I am below 50 miles per hour, and that will trigger these. Now here's the problem with that. You spawn in below a speed. So the issue is you have to get up to a speed, and then once you're up to that speed, only then can you explode the explosive by going under that speed again. If you're really, really good with logic, you would essentially have to create a memory bit. So there's something that triggers when you go over 50 miles per hour, and then it remembers that you've done that. Because most logic outputs, they only hold a value when it's receiving an input. This is one that needs to hold a value after it receives the input. And I'm having trouble explaining it because it's complicated. And if it wasn't complicated for me, I would have done it already. However, I believe the accumulator, it is essentially its own memory bit. When it receives an input, like if I just press space here, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm going to explode all the time now. So you can see I press space and it's staying on. It is just green. So I think that's going to simplify this whole process. Why do I expect it to work? I think it's going to simplify this whole process. So we still need the speed sensor. The speed sensor is still a thing, but the difference now is the speed sensor itself is not going out to the bombs. Instead, we are going to need an AND gate that I think triggers the bombs, because 2 conditions are going to need to be active. So this AND gate is going to trigger the bomb. So what we need to happen is we need to have gone over 50 miles per hour, and we need to then go under 50 miles per hour. Those 2 things need to have happened in order to trigger the thing. So I think this one is just gonna send an output when I'm under 50 miles per hour, which that's the second condition that we need. So that goes into the AND gate. Now the first thing that needs to happen is it needs to register that we've gone over 50 miles per hour. So I think the way to do that is we need another speed sensor. So this speed sensor is also gonna be set to 50 miles per hour, but it is only going to trigger when we go above. And actually, just to be safe, I'm gonna give a little bit of a buffer. It's going to trigger when we go above 51 miles per hour. So when this goes above 51 miles per hour, it is then going to send an output to an accumulator. So it goes into the accumulator. And I honestly think that is all I need to do. And then the accumulator needs to be the other condition that is active. So when the accumulator turns positive, it's going to send a signal out to here. So this logic gate will only be able to activate when I'm under 50 miles per hour and this accumulator is active. And that accumulator only activates when I've gone over 51 miles per hour. So I believe I just set it up. I think it's going to work now. If I'm wrong, I don't know what to do. But let's spawn in and hope we don't explode. And you know what? Let's actually move this stuff into a place where we can see it, because I want to make sure that it's working. All right, so you can see it is receiving the output from the left speed sensor because I'm going under 50 miles per hour. So now watch my speed. And then once I go over 51, now you can see the accumulator has turned on, but the left speed sensor has turned off. So now if I go under 50 miles per hour, it was that simple. This is something I thought about for a long time and never was able to work out how to do it on my own. Now, just like that, using essentially 3 blocks, I mean 4, I guess, using essentially 4 blocks now, we have a speed simulator. Speed movie simulator, not physical speed simulator. All right, so funny thing about I kind of built this bus a really reasonable speed here because I go maximum like 72 miles per hour. I feel like that's realistic for a bus. Really terrible. Oh no. I should actually be in a terrain map. Let's try doing a terrain map because I feel like if maybe a race, maybe I should try a race. I'm gonna try a race with this thing and see if I can maintain over 50 miles per hour. Because, yeah, if I drop below... Oh, I got to 50. Did you see that? 50 showed up on the speedometer there. All right, I'm going to explode on purpose now. Wow. It's actually way bigger of an explosion than I would have expected. All right, what race is going to be good for this? Let's just try a race. All right, we made it. Oh. Oh, should we try this? There's no way I'm going to be able to maintain the right speed, right? I don't know. I'm going to try the racetrack. I feel like the racetrack is hard mode for this challenge. Let's see. Maybe I start hard and just keep trying to go into races that have less curves until I can do it. All right. See, now if I stay under 50 miles per hour, then I'll be good the whole time. But you can see I break 50 miles per hour pretty instantaneously. The jumps are gonna kill me, I think. The landing on the jumps is gonna be rough. I am doing a race. I never thought I would do this on Race Island. I'm doing a Race Island right now with a bus. That's because I'm not trying to get a time. I'm just trying, well, I am trying to get a time, but I'm not trying to go for time. Did I actually go under 50 miles per hour, or was that a collision thing? All right, the unfortunate thing about using passenger seats is it makes a lot of passenger seats like this makes repairing very hard because it still tries to repair just the available seat. All right, I don't know what happened there. Watching my, oh, I definitely slowed down. This is the least aerodynamically sound vehicle for this kind of race. All right, yeah, the jumps. Like, here we go again. All right, I'm over 50. Yeah, you slow down. All right, so I can't do that race. Is there a race other than the drag race that I can do with this vehicle? All right, let's try Valley. All right, here we go. It's been a long time since I've been on a race like this. I don't even have any stabilization on me or anything. I'm just a full-on clumsy, heavy, top-heavy bus. I do have weight down below, though, to help me, so I'm not gonna flip over instantly. All right, this one actually feels really doable so far, except for this hill. Oh! I mean, I arbitrarily chose 50 for whatever reason, but it feels reasonable for the bus. Well, I think was it 50 or 60 in speed? I don't actually remember. It was 50! A young police officer must prevent a bomb exploding aboard a city bus by keeping its speed above 50 miles per hour. A young police officer must prevent a bomb exploding aboard a city bus by keeping its speed above 50 miles per hour. In case you didn't get the gist the first time around. All right, so can't go up hills. So this course, not that great. Let's try to finish off the course, though. Oh, this is a really sharp turn. I'm gonna have to take a wide turn here. Oh, no. This is hard. This is actually really hard. Okay, what's the other land race? The 3 bridges. All right, let's see if we can handle the 3 bridges. I don't think there's any major hills on this one. All right, here we go. This is the most exciting race you've seen. I mean, I kind of feel like this is kind of a lot of suspense watching the speedometer when I'm going around turns and going up hills. Oh, or hitting the ground like that, slowing down a lot. I feel like I gave this thing just like the perfect stats for this to be a realistic challenge. Like the right amount of engines, the right amount of air resistance. Go, 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 go. Oh, that hill was scaring me. And the right speed for the challenge. Oh, this is bad. Whoa, did you see that? That was like 52. Come on. We might be able to do this one. I don't know what the end is like. We're doing good so far. All right, this part's easy. This part's super easy. Nice and straight, nice and flat. I feel like this ends on like an uphill though. I don't remember. Oh, we did it. It was capable of doing this race. There we go. My speed bus got 1 minute and 2. What place does that put me in? Oh, I'm in the test branch. Better than 0. I'm world rank number 2, and I'm better than 0% of other players. Oh, I exploded. Oh no, I can't get out of my bus. Look at that. Number 2 on the leaderboard. Podium. Got podium. All right, can it do the speed circuit? These turns, I don't know. I don't know if we can maintain 50 during these turns. Let's see. Oh, I think I can do it. Oh, actually, I gotta not tip over. Oh, this one's actually a challenge. I actually don't know if I can do this one. If I go really, really wide, maybe. Okay. All right. Really wide. Oh, that is... I got to do that, what, 3 times or something? I forget. Or is this just one? I forget how many laps this is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, don't flip over. I don't know if I can... Well, I can. I theoretically can because I did 1 turn. It's all the same turn. It's just really hard to do that. You have to really be precise. If you turn too sharp, you flip over. If you turn too wide, you don't make the turn. If you slow down so you can turn sharper without flipping over, you explode. All right, see, nice wide turn like that. I got down to like 50. Okay, 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 okay. Why does this turn feel harder? Oh, I barely made it. Oh boy, come on, come on. Oh, no, wait, did I really go under 50 there? I thought I was at like 55. Okay, first turn. Oh, whoa, that was close. I still don't know the strategy yet. It's hard to really understand what I need to do. I can't slow down. Oh, like watching my speed and my tilt is the hard thing. Like I'm trying to watch if I'm tilting, and then when I'm tilting, I'm slowing down, but then I gotta watch my speed. No, 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 I couldn't do the turn in time. Wait, I can get back on the course. I can get back on the course. I can do this. No way. Oh, no, why? That was the last turn. I want to do this now. I'm motivated. Like now this is like a fun challenge. If I had a stabilizer, this would be no problem. But I feel like I'm driving. This is just making it feel kind of immersive, realistic here. Okay, I think I found the strategy, maybe. Let's see if it pays off. I'm essentially tapping gas and turn at the same time rapidly. Didn't work. Come on, I barely have the turn radius for this. But just because I got one turn, like, it means I can do all the rest of them, but it's just... It actually takes a lot of attention. I feel like I'm exploding at 51. Oh, you know what? I think this is even harder. I think my objective speed on the speedometer, that does not equate to my forward direction speed. The speed sensor is only detecting my speed in exactly the forward direction. When I'm in a turn, I'm not going perfectly forward. So some of that velocity is at a diagonal, and that's why it feels like I'm actually exploding above 50 miles per hour. So that is, I think that explains what I'm experiencing. But as I talk through this, this is the last turn. Please, please let me do this. I think I got it. I think I got it. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we win. We win. Funny the logic doesn't work when I'm in this menu, but as soon as I click continue, and we get the explosion. So this is it. This is how you make the speed thing. One speed sensor that triggers above the speed limit that you need to get to, going into an accumulator, which goes into an AND gate, and then another speed sensor that is your speed limit that causes you to explode, triggering below, going into the AND gate, and then that AND gate triggers your explosion, or it could trigger anything else. You can have anything happen from this AND gate when you go under 50 miles per hour. You could have pistons cause it to flip over. You could have your seat eject if you want to build an ejection seat, all kinds of stuff. This is just one thing that the new logic gates have made extremely easy, when before you would have had to actually know what you're doing. I don't need to know what I'm doing to make this. So I'm looking for more suggestions on what you'd like to see me try with the new update. So leave those suggestions down below. This was one that I've been seeing just for years on the channel, actually. So I'm glad we finally have something that makes it pretty simple. We might try to do a multiplayer type video with this. Just who can drive the longest, and we can probably try to even mess each other up. All right, well, if you guys enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some more you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.